Hey y'all, some of you may know, some of you may not, but taking an autistic child to the doctor, the dentist, just appointments in general can sometimes be a task. It can get out of control, it can get crazy, or it could just be beautiful. You actually really never know what it's gonna be. You don't know until you actually get there.
Your teeth are going to be so clean after this. I will tell you. Doing great. Was it open wider for me?
Open big.
Open wider.
Big. Are you open
bigger.
big? Open. Open.
Good. Doing so well. Almost done with your top teeth, okay?
Just don't swallow it, okay? Okay. All right. Very good.
Open wider for me.
Okay. Open big again.
Good. Good job.
Open big. Just stay like that, okay?
You're doing so well. Good job. Do you need some water?
Yeah.
Do you need to spit? Oh, man. Let's give you some rinse.
Okay. I'm going to put this inside of your mouth, okay?
With a straw.
This is
Close.
like a straw.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
now.
give you some water.
Good job. Just stay like that, okay? Very good.
Keep putting to your nose.
You're a big boy now.
Good boy.
Not to open your mouth. Real good. Open big. Open big again. Open big.
Alright, close like the straw. Like you're drinking out of a
Close
little
your mouth
bottle.
now. Close your mouth gently.
Close your lips.
Spit
There
in
you
there,
go.
Okay, open. Open. Very good.
Good
Good
job.
job.
You did good, Junior.
I'm gonna clean.
Alright guys, so in this video we're talking about a dentist visit that we had. Like I said in the beginning, you just never know. You never know if it's gonna go great or if it's gonna go bad. So, I know what thing me and my husband we do. We just expect anything. Actually, we just throw all expectations out the door. Who cares? Does it even really matter anymore? That's the bottom line. So, here, where we're living now, where we're located, we actually, man, we have an awesome dentist office, something we never had in the past, and so I was like blown away. But they do have a program for special needs children here on the base. So what it is after you've already been enrolled in all your medical, then they get you enrolled in the dental, and you get set up with your appointments, and it's phenomenal. I'm just telling you, the staff, they are awesome. They're well trained. They blew my mind. They blew my mind the first time, and every time since then they have really done that. What happens is you do have multiple appointments, so it's, you know, I mean, what's new with a special needs child? You're gonna have multiple appointments, therapies and everything. But the point behind the multiple appointments is so the child can get used to going to a dentist, used to what they're doing, so they can understand and feel more comfortable. So, you know, they understand this is something we have to do for life, and these are the checkups that are needed. And I mean, you don't want it to be drama every time. You don't want them to be upset every time. You want them to be able to understand, be used to it, and, you know, go to their appointments and everything, from childhood on up until being an adult. So basically the program it takes care of all their dental needs, but it goes through multiple appointments, because what they're doing is going through steps and stages to get the child comfortable with going to the dentist. And depending on whatever the child may need, that's, you know, how the program is outlined. So if the child has a temperament where they can learn and they can go through the steps, they'll work with them and do that. Sometimes, you know, a lot of people have to take the approach of sedation, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you just have to do that. So is what it is. I mean, you just have to try different things, but we know that dental care, it is critical. You have to get it done. Honestly, with our oldest, and he surprised me like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw in the video, like he did well. That wasn't the first visit. That was might have been the third or fourth visit, but again, I wasn't sure because we've had appointments in the past, and I don't know how they're going to go with him. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know, but he did well. He oh man, he listened. He got through it the whole appointment, and just fantastic. It just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I mean, you saw the visors that they use to, you know, try to help as far as if you have any issues when it comes to like with sight, because that can be a lot with autistic children sometimes, with seeing things in bright lights, low lights, just different things like that. They talk to them through the whole appointment, telling them what they're doing, just letting them know about the different sounds, the different tools, just getting them comfortable with everything in the office, everything. I mean, it's just phenomenal. Like I said, sometimes there's another end where you may have to do sedation. You don't always want to do it, but you may have to do it. Some private offices may have that in office with the sedation, so that's great. I mean, you know, even if they have the program, that's great, because you don't even have that everywhere. Sometimes you may not. I know here we actually did have to do the sedation with one of our twins. We had to actually go to the hospital for them to perform that, but we got through it. You know, we had to get there early in the morning. It went through, but everything was fine. He got everything taken care of. He's good, no problems. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little scary, like, wow, you know, it's kind of major. I had to put my child on there praying, God, please let everything be all right. But hey, it didn't even take long, maybe an hour tops, like with everything. And we were back home and everything was fine. Again, it's not, you know, that I recommend like that's just the first thing, just do what, you know, put them under. No, I'm not saying that. But if you have to, you gotta do what you got to, because your dental health and dental care is very important. It's very important for the child. The doctor has to work. You don't want you don't want anybody to get injured or hurt or anything. And, you know, if they are very upset and jump in, just all that, which it can escalate. I know if you're not familiar, you know, with children on the spectrum, things can escalate, and it may look like this isn't a big deal. What's the problem? Well, to them, you never know what they're feeling on inside, what they might not be understanding. So to them, it's a big deal, and if they may get upset, they may explode. Something you have to deal with. But it's okay. I just wanted to show that dentist visit. Like I said, we did have to go sedation route with one of the twins. One's still learning, going through different appointments. My oldest son, like I said, after the multiple visits, he did great. So it's just, it is what it is. But it's great to find a dentist office, and you may find one in a private one. Like I said, ours is here on the base, where they have a program for special needs, where they work with them, they take their time. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I know it's not everywhere, you know what I'm saying, but it is, you know, you will find them in some places, and, you know, you have to search out for them. You have to search out for them and really look for them to, you know, to get into a program like that. So you may find one, and that's great. You may have to travel for one. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, the dentist is not normally, it's like maybe every 6 months, or so it's not, you know, or a year. So it's not like that often. I know this program, I'm glad it's local, because it is a lot of visits every month. So just getting them used to it. So it just depends. You may even have your dentist office who's willing to work with like your ABA therapy. A lot of times ABA may have a program where they do, you know, in clinic, or do the therapy in home with the child, working with them. And also they may go with you in the office to, you know, through the different appointments, to help the child so they can start getting used to them, and you know, just getting acclimated with going to the dentist, and not fearing it, not being upset, but getting through the experience, and then, you know, calm and peaceful, and everything's all good. And I mean, let's just be real about it. Even people who are not on the spectrum, regular adults, some of us sometimes get upset with going to the dentist. I mean, that's really not that abnormal. Like, going to the dentist, everybody's not like, oh yeah, overjoyed like some people are. People who are just normal, atypical people, not on any kind of spectrum, are upset about going to a dentist. So, I mean, I think it's pretty, like, I don't know, I think it's pretty much understood, like, yeah, they're probably going to be upset about that. They're just understanding everything in this world and how things work. learning and growing every day. So anyways, guys, I'm glad y'all watched the video. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell me any experiences y'all have had. If y'all had any experiences with, with the kids on the spectrum or adults going to the dentist, how it went, things that worked, things that didn't work. Just anything. Just let me know. Let me know what else you guys like to see too. Y'all have a good day. Bye.